disgruntledduck.com.
Hi guys, welcome again. Another Tamiya review and unboxing video. This time it's the Hanomag. Again, slightly older model. Probably looking around the 70s when this was produced. Very reasonable, under £15. Quite a nice little starter kit, to be honest. There's a lot to be done in here from what I remember. I've built a couple of these in the past. It's not the most closely detailed thing. You know, there is a lot of aftermarket kits to make this a lot more realistic, so there are a few discrepancies to the original vehicle, but you know, for what this is, it's going to be a nice little build, something a bit fun, because we've got the inside of this and the outside. It's half track, so we get some wheels and we get some tracks, so we get a few little things to do in here. So let's have a little look inside. First we've got the base and the main body. A little bit of detail there. Nice few little bits of raised rivet there. You can see we might need a bit of filling in here depending on what we're going to be sticking on the outside if we're going to be covering that. But that's a nice little start. Again, this guy's going to cost you, I think, about £12 or so you can pick these guys up for. Somewhere around that price anyway. So, you know, it is what it is for the price you pay. So that's the top and bottom. You can see the sort of size we're going to be finished with when we're all made. So it's a cute little one. It's not too big, not too small. Set of decals. So we've got a bit of everything there. We've got some Africa core. We've got some regular eastern front. We've got western front. We've got a bit of everything in there. So yeah, we can pretty much paint this however we want to paint this. So that's nice. Lots of variants we can do with this, so you know, there's a lot in there, and of course we're going to keep these afterwards for any future products. So we've already got some of those whenever we want to mix things up a bit. A big old sprue of people, and I get on these first. Now these are older, so do not be expecting fantastic detailing on these parts. And also, this was another thing back in the day, they used to give these little stands to set the figures on. You don't see that. Well, I don't see that now in the newer ones, but you always remember those, because I used to make these as toy soldiers, and I had a lot of fun with those. But anyway, we've got what have we got in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little guys. So we've got 2 guys inside, 1 firing the gun, and then we've got 3 guys running beside the vehicle. Got all little pouches, gas masks, water bottles. We've got some weaponry here. We've got some knives. So there's a lot of little bits to get on with. Make up a nice little diorama, nice little setup there. Quite a lot in there, you know, considering for a pack of figures you can be paying close to £10 or more. So, you know, for this at this price point, that's really good value. Really happy with that. Here's the tracks. Now they look pretty freaking jank to me. They don't look, they're very tiny to begin with. Yeah, they're not the usual type with the pins where you glue them. You can see on the end we're going to tuck these little gimmicks inside there to make up our track. They should be alright. They're quite soft rubber, you know. There's quite a bit of flex in there as well, so we have to be careful with that when we're painting. We don't want the paint to crack off with any movement. But yeah, a little set of rubber tracks. Now the guts of the vehicle. So as I said, there's no lid on this guy, so we're going to see a bit of interior for a change. So we've got all our axles here that are going to slot in the bottom there for our wheels. We've got the main inside, we've got a nice metal lattice bottom there, so that's going to get a nice bit of detail. We can wash that up, get a bit of pigment on there, that should look nice and worn. We've got our steering column, we've got our control panel or our dashboard at the front. All in all, you know, for an older kit, this looks quite nice, and it's a Tamiya kit, so I'm going to expect it's going to fit quite nicely as well. So yeah, this should be alright. I'm happy with this. This is really nice. So that's that bit. Next sprue of parts is we've got 3 sprues of main parts, and we've got that sprue of figures. So the next sprue, purely just wheels. We've got our nice chunky road wheels. I'm going to feel around the edge here. There's a casting line around all of these, so we're going to have to do a little bit of work on that. Not a problem. I've got all our little wheels, our sprockets. Yeah, these look alright. There's nothing really to write home about, but again, you know, nothing to be said means there's nothing negative to be said either, so quite happy with these straight off the bat. It's a little bit of detail in there, some nice ridges and that. all going to pick up when you start doing your washers on top. So that's going to really pop, it's going to be really nice. And now our final parts. So what have we got here? We've got some boxes. These are going to fit on the outside along the side of these, storage containers, whatnot. We've got the rest of the sides of the vehicle. We've got our internal seats. We've got the parts for our mounted machine gun, our lights, tools, bits and pieces. So it's going to be a really simple build, but there's going to be a hell of a lot of painting, I think, in this guy's future. The question being is at what stage are we going to paint, because I'm thinking a lot of this internal stuff is going to need to be painted long before we glue this guy together. So it's going to be interesting. I don't do a hell of a lot of stuff with internals, so this is going to be one of the first, and it's going to be a bit of a new one to me. So we'll have a quick little flick at the instructions. Really old instructions. I remember being in BT's looking at all of these guys. I remember this troop carrier. I remember the price of it, and I thought I still can't afford it, to be honest. I think that guy runs at around 50 quid or something. It's still at the moment out of my budget. Well, yeah, when I'm spending 10, 12 pound on a kit, definitely I can get 5 kits for that. So again, there's some nice little detailed photos in here of what we've actually got. Now I'm thinking these would have had fabric on these seats, so I don't know how they're replicated in the box. Let's have a quick little butcher's. Yeah, in the box they've actually got some fabric on, so yeah, they look alright. Nice simple build. It's going to be quite quick. Looks like we're going to be building this little guy, the central inside part, and that's only painted up long before we get that in here. Can make these bits up separately. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this one progresses. Looks really crisp and clean. I think it's going to look quite cute when it's finished. Now they've given us a couple of versions of this. So there's the grey version out on the eastern front, and we've got the Africa front here. I do like my Africa core vehicles. Haven't done one in a while, actually. Haven't done one in a hell of a long while. I don't think I've done any for the channel, so I think we might go with the Africa core when we're going to build this, simply because I've got one of those little kits, here we go, from AK with my little Africa core filter and streaking effects and that, so I think we might try that one out and see what that does for us. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This should be a nice, simple, quick build, and a nice little paint job on top. So yeah, that's today's review. Something to give me a little blast to the past, and that's the Hanomag. Hanomag, is that right? Sd.Kfz 251/1, half track, really reasonably priced kit, great starter kit. Hope this has been helpful. I'll see you on the channel. Until next time, happy modelling.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment.